What is going on, everybody? It is Dylan coming to you today with Out of the Draft Podcast, Season 4, Episode 17. Welcome. My name is Dylan.
My name is also Dylan, aka DA.
My name's Hunter, aka Shake and Bako 301, and I'm excited for Chase Elliott to smack that ass till it's cheetah print for 600 miles.
I'm Cody. I don't want to say anything else after that.
And I'm also doing it. I'd rather kill myself.
Well, we're doing
Yo,
pretty
shout out
good.
Drake.
Yeah. Literally. I mean, it's. I don't even want to ask how you are doing because I can tell it's fine. That by the vibes, we're doing good. No, we have a lot to cover. We have the All Star race. We had two races before that. That was actually a points race, and then of course we'll talk about um, silly season stuff, news. We'll have some questions, so on and so forth. Um, we can go ahead and get started with the All Star race. I don't want to really. On my message, I said the race rating, and then I wanted an All Star rating. And the reason why is because I thought the race was pretty decent. Obviously, congratulations to Denny Hamlin winning $1 million. Well, the team does. He only wins like 100,000, but um, but it's super cool. Congratulations to him. We can get into. I'm sure there's questions or whatever. We can talk about how we feel about the All Star race with the second rating. So I want to just do the race itself. I actually thought it was a really decent race. I gave it a 7.2 out of 10. How about you, Da?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I mean, I saw it seemed pretty exciting. Just good passing. It was good side by side battles. So I'll give it like I'd say a 6.5 out of 10.
Um, I think in the next gen era, that is the best on track performance we've seen at Dover. I thought whatever they did with was it the PJ1 or whatever that they put out throughout the whole track.
Yeah, so
Um,
they put resin all the way from the bottom to the top, and then they had a truck that had 10 Goodyear tires going around it like 50 laps on the back
yeah.
of it, which is really good.
Well, whatever they did with that, they need to do that every single year when we go to Dover. I felt like it didn't there wasn't really a dominant lane. It seemed like early on, if you could, really roll the bottom, you were pretty good, and then later on the run, as the tires wore, you kind of had to move up the track. But if you saved your stuff, I mean, we saw towards the end of the long run that we had in segment three. If you saved your stuff, you still could roll the bottom and make really good time. So my rating, I would say it's like a 7.4. I really enjoyed the on track product this weekend.
Yeah, the on-track product was super good. Um, like as a actual race itself, I think it succeeded in its expectations from what we all thought and what everyone thought it was going to be. We all thought it was going to suck, and the racing overall was really good. Um, I think I think it should be a points paying race because I feel like it didn't feel like an all-star race because how long it was. I mean, it was just as long as like a regular cup race, 4 hours. I mean, it was what changed? Like it could just be shorter. If they wanted to keep it there, make it shorter, make it a shorter stint. But it still just felt forever. I mean, cautions probably didn't help either with the field dying, but I would say the race overall rating was probably like a 7.8, 7.8.
Yeah, and honestly, I really enjoyed the racing. I give it an 8. Honestly, there's a lot of movement, so it was definitely worth it.
For sure. Now I want to talk about the All Star race itself. So the reason why I wanted to kind of split it up because I feel like it was a different vibe this year. Like it literally felt like a points race. The practice, like everything about it just kind of felt different. It wasn't as hyped up. And maybe it was just where it was at. Maybe because it was during the day. Maybe because of just it just didn't feel like all stars, like actually racing. And of course, everyone in the field was in there from on segment one and two, and then after the 19 that already advanced plus seven more plus a fan vote, it advances to the 26 people or 27 people, however many it was going to be. Um, and then it just it kind of felt like a normal weekend. Like there wasn't any hype behind. Oh, it's the All Star race. I mean, the first two segments were really exciting in a sense of like just a bunch of chaos, right? That's what you want in a kind of an expedition race. It wasn't like something that, right? But the fact that I struggle with is that every person that qualified for the All Star race, and this is not because I'm a Chase fan. Obviously, Ross didn't make it either. Um, I just felt like they didn't even have a shot to race for $1 million, right? Like, that's what I hate about it. I wish there was some way that even the people that were able to go back out there, and the cars sucked. I mean, they weren't passing anybody. They were going to run, in the back and just stay back there. I mean, Bubba, Blaney, Larson, they didn't really have a shot after that. So the All Star rating, I give it a 2. Like there was no, I didn't find that enjoyable at all in a sense of an All Star race. Personally, I would like it at night. I would like it somewhere where you can kind of just be yourself and drive the car. Obviously, Dover is a driver's racetrack, but I just feel like it wasn't as exciting, and that's okay. Yeah.
He makes a great points. I'm gonna be rude. Absolute 0 out of 10 on the All Star thing. Didn't feel like it. I remember like watching just like taking a step back, like wow, this is the All Star race. I forgot multiple times during this race. And when you think of All Stars, you don't really think of like a track like Dover or anything like that. And Ivan Cody wearing an All Star race is kind of a question mark. First off, not to be rude to him, but you don't think of All Stars, you don't think of Cody Ware as a first person, right? It should be them, the All Stars specifically, have it open like their own little thing. I feel like let's go back making like just like that simple format. Like this format was like once you understand it and like learn every like aspect of it, you can understand it, but like it's just too complicated for something like trivial as this. It needs to be at night, like a 1 p.m. runtime. It just doesn't feel special at all. It just feels like like you said, another points paying race. It needs to be at night. It have like more special. I don't know how to describe it. Make it feel more special to the fans. You didn't really see it advertised at all. There's really nothing that gives All Star vibes. Like this is what it's all about. So 0 for me.
Um, for me, I'm still gonna give it like a 4, just for the simple fact, and I'll die on this hill. All-Star qualifying is one of the most exciting things to watch, in my opinion. Like I absolutely love watching the guys just absolutely send it trying to get on pit road. You saw a couple guys make mistakes. I mean, you saw Zilich spin out. You saw, the pit crews make some mistakes. And like I think All-Star qualifying is a very fun watch. I mean, I could just go and watch like a YouTube video of just like previous All-Star qualifyings for hours and be perfectly content. The whole open segment thing and like the inverting the field, I really don't mind it, but I think it just the way it played out, I feel like it was like a worst case scenario, like this year, having like your top contenders wreck on lap 2. I think if you don't have that happen, we're talking, in segment 2, seeing, you know, Denny Hamlin starting in 26th and somebody like Chase Elliott like in 8th, and just seeing, because Denny was the dominant car all day, just seeing if Denny can like run him down and run like some of the top contenders down, that would have been more fun. Um, for me personally, though, I think the real issue I had was just I feel like an all-star race needs to be kind of a sprint, and 350 laps, like we all we did was drop 50 laps off the normal race. Um, it just that did not have an all-star vibe to me when it came to that. Um, but I think if everything would have worked out the way NASCAR had planned, where, the inverting the field happened and you have your top dogs in the back, but still running down some, decent competition. I mean, when SVG starting on the front row, it was just like I feel like the second segment was meant for chaos to happen, but more of like a controlled chaos, and nothing was under control. Um, but I like the idea. I think with a few tweaks, it could be good, and you got to change the venue because Dover is just not the like. I mean, I thought the racing on track was good, but it wasn't an all-star race good, if that makes sense.
You're muted, buddy.
There you go.
Swear I pressed it, but I guess I didn't. Um, I liked some of the format, like the example of flipping the field for the segments. Obviously, it didn't work out. Of course, because of they wrecked 8 cars on the first lap, and then 8 cars was set like I think it was like lap 73. I think it was. So like, I mean, it's tough like for them like having to go through that because their format they wanted it to play out, but it wasn't able to because of what happened in the first stint. Because I mean, you just have people going out there that are you know that people shouldn't be. No, I would say like all-star open cars, but going against the people that are already in the all-star race. I feel like that's where I was kind of like I didn't like it. I mean, I feel like the cars that are in the all-star race shouldn't be racing, like the first or second segment, like never. Now, I'd agree with, them racing the first and second segment for the open cars to like settle the field out. And then in the third segment, you bring out the top cars or the third race if you want to pull it that way. But I think the racing overall was okay, like I said before, but the all-star rating was just not what it should have been. So I would give it like a 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with Cody here. I'll give it a 3 for Dale, and we'll kill the All-Star race at Dover and go somewhere else.
That's good.
I just thought about something and I want to add on. Now that I think about it, what the hell was the point in qualifying? Because the actual All-Star race was segment 3, but I don't think anybody started where they qualified, did they?
No, yeah. So that was
So
yeah. So they only qualified to start the race like any normal race. That was another thing. Like there
yeah,
was
I didn't even think
nothing
about
that.
that.
That's so good that you said that because I mean I just felt like it was a normal race that you just started cutting people down. It was like when you were playing Mario Kart and it was like elimination after like every lap. That's what it felt like. But
But another thing that I'm sorry, I want to add one more thing. I think NASCAR's idea this, and it's funny because I literally just watched the race the other day because I was bored on YouTube. It was Chase Elliott's first, at the time, nationwide win at Texas, and in that race, Kyle Busch and Kyle Larson started dead last and second to last, and Kyle Busch was in second place within I think it was 20 laps. Like I think that that's what they wanted to happen was like see your big names just drive through the field, but I mean, there was passing opportunities this weekend, but it's still a lot harder in these cars than what Kyle Busch was doing in those nationwide cars. And I mean, the competition's much closer. So I don't think you were ever really going to get that, especially in a 75 lap sprint. But I feel like that's what they wanted to happen. It's just kind of not realistic at a track like Dover.
yeah, for sure. I did also like the tire fall off. I feel like it was pretty decent. Um, I feel like if you stayed out, you were in trouble, which that's what caused the last segment one ending. Right, was the big accident. But um, you can go over the top finishers. I mean, obviously the only one that matters is Denny Hamlin, but if you would like to do that,
Whoa. Chase Briscoe got $100,000 for second place, man. All right, let me pull up the results. So yeah, Denny wins the $1 million. Chase Briscoe in second. Eric Jones, very, very impressive on the long run. P3. Austin Dillon was not on my bingo card to be the top running Chevy in the All-Star race, but he was in P4. Connor Zilich, another guy I want to touch on really quick. I thought at the end of that 75 laps segment or the 75 lap run that they had before the competition caution in segment 3, he was the best car on track. I mean, he was running the leaders down. Him and Eric Jones were flying. Austin Cindric is your top finishing Ford in sixth. William Byron, with a very confusing day, had speed at times and looked really slow at times. He finishes seventh. Michael McDowell with a quiet eighth. Bowman finishes ninth. Brad Keselowski got involved in an accident to start segment 2. He finishes 10th. Noah Gregson, 11th. He had a very quiet but clean day. AJ in 12th. Ryan Blaney with a destroyed car finishes 13th. Ty Dillon had a decent run. He finishes 15th. Kyle Busch showed speed early. He ends up 17th. Bubba also involved in an accident. He was your segment 1 winner, but he finishes 20th. Of course, the one race that doesn't award points, Tyler Reddick is 32 laps down in 22nd. Love to see that. Seabell and Ty Gibbs with accidents, they finished 23rd, 24th. Joey Logano brought out the caution, finishes 25th. And then Kyle Larson, who got destroyed on lap 2, and they somehow put the car back out there, which I thought was extremely impressive. He finishes 26th.
Awesome. And then you want to go over our point standings. Obviously, nothing changed from last week, but just to give us an update, that'd be nice.
Yeah, so no points change. Tyler Reddick is still your leader. He is 129 points ahead of Denny Hamlin. Chase Elliott is in 3rd. Ryan Blaney in 4th. Chris Buescher is sitting in 5th. Ty Gibbs 6th. The Intimidante Carson Hocevar is in 7th. Kyle Larson in 8th. Brad K 9th. Bubba is 10th. Seabell is in 11th, 256 points out of first place, by the way. William Byron is 12th. Ryan Preece, even after the penalty, is still in the chase right now. He's in 13th. Suarez 14th. Cindric 15th. And then SVG, after his dominating performance at Watkins Glen, holds your last spot with Chase Briscoe, Joey Logano, and Ross Chastain right outside the cut line.
Awesome. Thank you for that. We did have an O'Reilly race on Saturday. It was really exciting. I honestly, I don't remember watching it. Did I watch the race? I know the finish, but does anybody remember it other than the finish?
I don't know if you watched it. Honestly, I watched like the first stage and then I fell asleep and woke up with like 5 to go. So
Okay. Well,
I missed the first stage and then watched the rest of the race, but
okay.
I'm
Well,
happy
we
I
just
missed the
get to
first
the
stage.
finish. Yeah, let's just get to the finish. You had Allgaier, in the lead. And then you had Corey Day get to second, and then Susie got to second after passing Sam Mayer. He found this very high outside lane, close to the wall, kind of running the NASCAR 25 line in the game, and just kind of just ripping the top and diamonding on exit whenever he needed clean air, or just stayed around the top. And he chased down Allgaier, passed him with 4 laps to go. Corey Day now has 2 wins in the O'Reilly Series. To me, this was the first real, hey, this is Corey Day. This is why Jeff Gordon, Kyle Larson is a big advocate for him. And I mean, the race, I don't remember it, so I don't even know if I can give it a good rating. But I mean, the finish was pretty awesome. I give it an 8. It was definitely better than the next gen car, but yeah, I just give it an 8. What about you, DA?
Yeah, I didn't watch too much of it. I did see the ending. That's really the only part I caught. But I would say I'll give it like an 8.5.
I missed stage 1, was able to watch the rest of the race. I thought it was a pretty good race. I mean, obviously the ending was really good. I would say somewhere around like a 7.8, but I really want to add that Jeb Burton is a freaking terrorist.
Agreed.
Freaking hate Jeb
What did he
Burton.
do? I don't remember.
Oh, they were I don't even remember who it was that got loose up in front of him, but it was like 100, like it happened
In
off of
stage
turn
1,
2.
right?
Like lap 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody got loose off of 2. They had saved the car, and instead of just like letting off and like, I mean, he if as far back as he was, he didn't even need to let off. Like there was no need to check up, and he just slams on the brakes in front of Parker Retzloff, and Parker just freaking drives through him. Parker said LeVar Scott pushed him into him. I couldn't find a camera angle that kind of showed that. I think Parker just kind of drove through him, but I don't think he was expecting somebody to, come to a complete stop
Yeah.
for absolutely nothing.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Also,
we'll agree.
there was something else during that race that was like, oh, what the heck? I can't remember.
the lap car at the end.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't know.
I don't think he did anything wrong. Honestly.
I mean, maybe he'll Justin up a little bit, but Justin just kind of was indecisive, in my opinion. going into the corner. So I don't know. But yeah, go ahead. Whoever I cut off.
Yeah, I agree. Just want to start off because Hunter ended off with, so I'll start off with it. Jeb Burton is a terrorist. Don't like him. But I think the race overall was okay. Um, you look at it, and I think the excitement level was like a 9 out of 10, but the race overall was like a 7 out of 10. Because you look at the finish, you look at all like the stuff that happened in the end of the stages. Very exciting. I remember Taylor Gray got loose under Ross Chastain. Remember that? And that was my pick, so it was unfortunate that happened. And then Sam Mayer didn't lift or just didn't have enough time. I feel like by the time you see him get loose coming off the corner, you have enough time to lift, and he just didn't. But I like the rating overall. Like, it was just like a 7 out of 10. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do about the same. I'll give it 7.2. Nothing. It was decent at best. The finish definitely gave it a little bit of a bump, but I honestly don't think the lap car did anything wrong. Like, he's either go high or go low and block one of them. He stayed in the middle. He gave them both a chance. So it was a fair fight, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. I did want to. I remember what I wanted to add. It was about Raja because I thought he had a really great day. Like he was doing really well, uh, and I thought this was one of his best races I've seen him do in a long time. And then he just kind of just ships it into turn three under Jesse Love on a restart, and kind of ruins Jesse's day, kind of ruins his own day because he has to use a set of tires. And then didn't he do it again? Yeah, he did it again on Harrison Burton. They both crash or whatever. But I just Raja, buddy, I just finish a race. That's all you got to do. People are gonna be like, "Oh, that was a great race." You don't have to win it, you know. And I think he's just so eager to do it. Um, but yeah,
I do want to say about that situation. The first one is definitely just a rookie making rookie mistakes, obviously. But the second one, what was Sammy Smith doing? What he tried to make it three wide going into turn three while they're already turning down into the corner, and so it just, I mean, it's going to make Raja nervous, especially being in that situation. He's probably has been in maybe once or twice in an O'Reilly car. He's gonna get jumped a little bit. He's gonna wiggle the car, which he did, and it caused a contact with Harrison Burton. Luckily, both of them came out with like no damage at all. Harrison Burton ran super well after that happened too. I mean, he was running top five for a while in stage three. But yeah, Sammy Smith is a rookie. That's not a rookie. Is all I want to say.
I got a question for somebody that like actually watched the whole race. Did Brent Cruz have damage or something, or was this just the first race where he looked human?
He was the guy that got loose actually
Okay.
with the blood vessel thing. Yeah,
didn't
Yeah.
someone kind of make contact though with him? Like it wasn't like
I
there
don't
was
remember who it was.
yeah, somebody was underneath him and kind of just went up the track on like cold tires or whatever, and that sent him into the fence, and that's what made Jeb stop and actually park the car. But
Yeah,
that's
he was
ironic.
a school bus. A school bus had stopped in front of him and was letting kids off. Like that. That's how much he slowed down. Freaking hate Jeb Burton. Freaking inbred.
Well, he's not coming on the podcast. I mean, that's
Good.
No, I'm
Can't
just
get
kidding.
Jeff, we can't get
Agreed.
Ward,
Also very good.
Yeah,
can't get
BA
Harrison.
and
yeah, we're done. We're soiled. We did have another race. I did not watch a truck race, so if anybody did, go ahead and talk about it.
I
Good.
seen like
Well,
little bullets in the finish.
I'm gonna say, I
KFB
don't know.
won. That's. I mean, that's about it. He did win stage 1, 2, and then the race. It was a dominant day by the 7 truck. That was what this is what Kyle needs. He needs to go win races in the lower series just to kind of get some confidence back. I think that's when he did it. When he was his best is when he drove everything, and so I feel like he just needs to start doing that a little bit more. Um, he just needs to find an O'Reilly car. I would love to see him in the O'Reilly series again, just to mess around. But congrats to KVB. I mean, I didn't watch the race, so I'm not gonna. We don't have to rate it unless you watched it.
I didn't watch it, but I do want to say He showed speed on Sunday again. That's 3 straight weeks ever since the crew chief change. The 8 car looks a little. I mean, RCR in general looks competitive. I mean, Austin Dillon looked really good last week at Watkins as well. I don't remember how he ran well at Texas, right? He ran decent.
I think so.
I'm not
Yeah,
checking really
I
quick. I don't.
believe he was
He's
running
pretty. I
top
mean, he's decent at
20.
Texas,
Yeah, I believe he was running top 20.
and he ran the O'Reilly race, so I
Yeah.
feel like that helped
He
him.
finished 18th and he started 38th at
Yeah.
Texas. So
I
I
think he
mean,
ran up in the top 20. Like Kyle Busch was top 10, he was top 20, and then of course they kind of flipped when it comes to the finish. But yeah,
yeah. So I mean, that's 3 straight weeks of RCR looking fairly competitive. So I mean, good for them. I think they obviously made the right move with the changes that they made. So yeah, but I think KB winning a truck race is huge. But I don't know, man. Like I think I said a couple weeks ago, like just listening to his interviews that he just didn't seem like he was confident. But listening to him this week, especially after the truck win, I mean the jokes he was cracking in the media center, he seemed like he was back. And I think if RCR continues to improve, that win the streak very easily could get broken in the next coming weeks.
that is a good point. Yeah, it was his 69th win in the truck series, and his wife was in California. So uh, I don't I don't know how much more you want out of that, but that's what he said. 6'9". We can go ahead and move on to the paint scheme. Well, no wait, I'm sorry. We didn't do the O'Reilly points because the person that doing it is not here. I'll do it real quick. Sorry about that. The results: Corey Day was the winner. Justin Allgaier in second. Sam Mayer in third. Williams Wallach fourth. Austin Hill rounding out your top five. Brandon Jones, Quaffle, Sieg, Sammy Smith, and Alfredo in the top 10. Alfredo with a really good run. He definitely needed that. Brennan Poole, your Mr. Top 15 guy. Austin Green had a really different strategy. And I think it gained a lot because I think he was around the 25th position. He finishes 12th. Ross Chastain. There was something wrong with this car at the end on the radio. I couldn't remember what it was. Raja Caruth finished 14th. Jeremy Clemens top 15. Harrison Burton bounced back with the damage 16th. And then some notable finishes. Sheldon Creed did have a good day. And then, of course, Parker Retzloff finishing in the caboose. Here is your standings. Justin Allgaier, of course, has a huge lead, 175 points on Sheldon Creed. Jesse Love is now in third with 177 back. Corey Day moved up to fourth. Brendan Jones fifth. Sammy Smith sixth. Austin Hill in seventh. I feel like he should be doing way better than what he has been. Carson Quapple in the eighth position. Sam Mayer ninth. Taylor Gray ran out of the top 10, but you have still two positions left. Parker Retzloff and William Sawalage rounds those positions. 5 back from the cut line is Brett Cruz. Crazy guy. Unreal talent. Raja's only 6 back, and then that kind of is a huge gap from there with Sieg, Poole, and Alfredo. That rounds out those points. DA, do you want to get the trucks going?
Yes, I'll do that. First, we got your favorite driver, Kyle Busch, winning the race. Tommy Jeffy in second. Oh, let me go back. Oh no, I'm screwing this up. My apologies. There we go. Lane Riggs third. Honeycutt fourth. Christopher Bell in fifth. The 2026 O'Reilly Auto Parts Series champion in sixth place. Christian Eckes seventh. Eighth is Corey LaJoy. Ninth is Jake Garcia. 10th, Justin Haley. Some notable finishers: Step Bro in 12th. Butterbean Queen 13th. We got Ross Chastain in 18th. Ben Rhodes 19th. Ruggiero finishes 20th. And Clint Boyer out of the Fox Sports booth finishes 29th, DNFing. Henrik 30th. And Carson Hosfar finishes 31st, DNFing the race. And let me move on to points. First, it's
Whoa,
Honeycutt.
you didn't even talk about Natalie Decker, man. What a great run from her.
Pretty sure it's her
She's
career
probably
high
too
finish.
scared to say anything, man.
That's a career high finish, I believe.
So actually, can we talk about that for a second before we move on to the points?
Yeah.
What,
I'm
her
kind of
whining?
yes. I want to talk about this for a second because people like her is gonna give. I mean, Tony Bradinger's not the greatest, but like Tony, Robusto, whatever her name is, Reimer, whatever. Those girls are going to be looked at differently because of that interaction in the car, right? Like she's blaming the officials because she's driving too slow, so she's getting black flagged, right? That is not anyone's fault besides being safe around the other competitors. I don't know. I just feel like I know that it's probably deflating and defeating as a person, but like you can't be just blaming everybody. You can't blame the people that are telling you, "Hey, you're not safe to drive out here." Like that, there's a reason why it's a sanctioning body. I do feel bad for her, right? That sucks. Like
I'm sorry.
in a
It's a skill
sense of
issue.
like doing that. Like I feel bad for a human being, but like you chose to do this sport. That's on you, you know. But go ahead, y'all can talk if y'all want.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just a skill issue at that point. Like, I know it's tough. It sucks, but I mean, come on. You chose this. You know what's going to happen. You gotta race fast to be on the track. You weren't fast enough, so you got black flagged. I'm sorry. It's not no one's fault but yourself. All right, gotta take accountability, as someone would say.
Yeah, I cut her some slack last week at Watkins Glen because that wasn't necessarily all on her. They were having electrical problems. They weren't getting anywhere near full power. So her getting black flagged for speed at Watkins Glen, I didn't put that all on her. I mean, obviously she wasn't fast when the truck was running properly to begin with, but she wouldn't have gotten black flagged for not meeting minimum speed had the truck been running to its capabilities. But I can't feel bad for her. I feel like at some point, you kind of just need to open your eyes a little bit, do some self-reflecting that maybe this sport isn't for you. And just because you have a ride doesn't mean you necessarily earn the ride. I mean, I know a lot of people want to make jokes about a lot of people, especially in the Cup Series right now, that are like the silver spoon and all this, but they also have talent. Natalie Decker just doesn't have talent. Uh, I hate to be that guy. I mean, I'll be 100% honest. If I got in a truck right now and her and I race, she probably beats me. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing in a truck. I've never raced a truck, but I'm also not going to
I,
race next
I
Friday.
I'm sorry, but I doubt it. Like I'm not even trying to pull that card, but I really think that I could beat her in a truck. Like I mean that.
I think if you gave me like 10 laps to figure out what I was doing and like, how to start the truck and everything,
I
I
mean,
might be all right.
you got to fit me in the truck first. I don't know if I'm even getting through the window, but still, like you know what I'm
Climb to the
saying?
top, buddy. You gotta climb to the top.
Connor's noticed that, man.
Yeah, dude. I mean, Tony sure can fit. I can fit. Let's go.
Yeah, but at some point you just kind of need to open your eyes and realize that this isn't for you. You're making this sport so much harder on so many other women. I was talking to another person about how I felt like Danica made this sport harder on other women, just because she had such high expectations and didn't come anywhere close to meeting them. That these women that we have in ARCA and even that are getting their truck series opportunities, like the road is so hard for them now when they could be just as talented as some of these guys that we're hyping up. They just don't get the opportunity and the good equipment to show what they can do. So I think if you're going to be a woman's woman, get out of the sport. Get out of the sport while you can, because you're making a mockery of yourself and of women in motorsports.
Yeah, I
I
feel
mean, or
bad.
do it.
Good.
Honestly, do what Haley did. Haley took a year off. I think the Xfinity cars fit her. O'Reilly cars fit her better, but she took a year off. She self-reflected. She's trying ARCA again. If she gets a ride, she gets a ride. If not, you go do something else. Like at least take that time to reflect with yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the thing, sorry, uh, the thing with Haley, I feel like she took that year off, but then just went to IndyCar and XT for like, I mean, just because she had money and she was a woman to get a ride. but I mean, she didn't do well at all.
I don't.
But
There's no
I feel like
comparison.
no, not at all. But like her coming back to Arca is, I feel like Arca really fits her. Um, but when it comes to the O'Reilly cars as well. But I don't know. The woman with what happened with Natalie is the woman just have a harder road, and it's unfortunate for them because I mean, who doesn't want to see like women have success in NASCAR? Like genuinely, you want to see that happen. Like you want to see a woman running well. You want to see a woman winning. I mean, you want to see it. You just want to see it, right? Um, and you want to see her in a good cup ride, and you don't want her, to be rushed. I feel like that happens so easily with women in NASCAR. It's like they get rushed and it just fails. Like if you kept Danica in, I guess O'Reilly, if you want to call it now, but Nationwide at the time, she would have been a better driver because she was starting to understand those cars. But then she got moved up the Cup. I mean, she was stuck. I mean, she's not gonna take that opportunity and not she's not gonna not take that opportunity. Um, but I don't know. Like, I feel bad for Natalie Decker, like as a human being, like you said. But man, it's kind of something that shouldn't be happening. You shouldn't be blaming the officials for your stupidity by moving on the first lap of the first restart, the start of the race, I guess you want to call. The start of the race, you moving lanes. I mean, that's on you. You know the rule that's been in NASCAR for, I mean, ever since we started doing double file. So I mean, you know the rules. You run the series. You don't run it at full time. But you're running. You get these rides that really don't mean anything. They're Josh Urim rides, but you only see one guy doing well. Um, technically for Jimenez. But I don't know. It's just time is going to take, and I feel like there's a couple women in the sport that have a good road to be a good ride with relations and talent with Isabella Robusto, but it's just going to be hard just because of that situation. That was very long.
What
And I didn't
time?
know.
Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to. What's Time's girlfriend's name? I forget her name.
Taylor Reimer.
Taylor.
I think she's got potential. I think
She's
she's
got really
fairly
good talent.
talented. And I mean, I think obviously if you're dating Corey Heim, you can learn a thing or two from him as well.
Yeah,
So
that's like
I think she is. I mean, I think right now Isabella Robusto is like the clear top prospect when it comes to women, but I think Reimer could be number two.
Yeah, for sure. Both of those drivers are awesome. I was gonna say those ladies, but they're drivers. Forget the whole adjective about it. I I I really want to see them have a really good shot in a truck or even an O'Reilly car. I feel like they would do well. I Isabella, she's so close to wins every week. She just doesn't know how to like finish it out a little bit. But she runs up front and it's pretty impressive. Um, but yeah, go ahead and run our points and then we'll get into the cool stuff.
For sure. All right. So first place, Kate Cuddy is 38 points above Lane Riggs. In third place, Chandler Smith. Fourth is Gio Ruggiero. Fifth is Simon Majeski. Sixth is Krushenek is seventh, Ben Rhodes. Eighth is Jake Garcia. Ninth is Stuart Friesen. And 10th, Tyler Ingram. Corey Haim is still in 11th, by the way. Daniel Hemmer drops down to 12th after a tough weekend there. Then 13th, 14th is the Ram teammates for calling Butterbean Queen and Justin Haley. And see if there's any other names out here that need mentioning real quick. That's the only one that's kind of like Grant Enfinger 17th and Tanner Gray and 15th outside of the cut.
Wow, that's crazy. Grant and
welcome
fingers.
Corey Day's #1 fan
Oh gosh.
Hello, friend.
or
I think
number
one
exclamation
Number
person,
point fan.
explanation part.
one person I want to talk about in the truck series that I feel like has just not impressed me at all this season um, is Cole Butcher. Uh, I feel like there was a little bit of hype around Cole Butcher. And then I mean, the only time I can really even remember him being relatively relevant was he had a decent qualifying effort at Texas, but then he wrecked like 5 laps into the race. So it didn't really matter. But I mean, he's sitting 20th in points right now, but he's not living up to the expectations. I had him kind of as like a fringe chase guy this season. I didn't necessarily have him making the chase, but I had him kind of being in the hunt. And he is just, I mean, he's at 120 points. What is 10th at right now? I mean, he's almost 100 points out of the chase already. That's just not a good start to the season for him.
He just has trouble executing races. That's really all it is. Like he's the somewhat fast, but his execution is just not there.
I think that's a huge Thor sport
Mm.
problem too, in general. Like I'm not saying Cole Butcher's good because he's not.
Dang.
But I mean, I watched him in the ASA series. That was like the Canadian Tour series, and he was not that impressive. Like I don't know what made him switch to the Craftsman Truck series, but like,
To Rockmore.
yeah, I don't know, but ThorSport really has been struggling. I mean, Tom Majeski, who should be contention of the regular season championship, is in fifth, which is not bad, but it's just like I just expected more.
I feel like Dover's the first like good race he had.
Yeah, like I feel like I haven't seen him all year.
Dover and what was
St.
St.
Pete.
Pete was
Yeah.
the two best.
Yeah, Corey Hearn, what
I
a
do
big
feel
fall.
like
I'm just joking.
I do feel like the store sport issue might be a loss of a Matt Crafton issue. Them losing Matt Crafton, I feel like his experience really helped their performance out. Even though he wasn't running super well himself, but his experience in the truck series, I would say, definitely helped their team out. But not having him anymore, I feel like it's kind of brought them down. As of you brought Jake Garcia was full time. Yeah, he was full time last year. Uh, but bringing Cole Butcher in and then switching numbers around, it's just kind of been new to them. And not having Matt Crafton has just been a struggle. I feel like, even though who likes him? Nobody. He's not good. But I feel like his experience really helped him out.
For sure. They also could have hired me, and that would help. I'm joking. I'm telling you. But yeah, that's all for the truck series. Now it's time to get to the fun stuff. We already went over Corey Day. Everyone gave him his props. Don't worry, Corey Day.
Great.
Don't worry, DJ. Don't worry,
Great.
Dale.
It was a great rally. It is time to do a paint scheme review, but actually it's going to be a preview. We're not reviewing it. There will be a preview from our favorite, but we all wanted to put our favorite patriotic scheme this week and then our favorite of all time. And I will put that up now as we speak. Let me know if you can see it. This is my favorite this weekend. I just really love the way the camo looks on the car with the red, white, and blue. It's very nice, actually. And then the chrome camo number, like that, I don't
Yeah.
know, it just looks super sick. And it's got a star, because a star key on the front. I know that probably wasn't the goal, but it really worked out. But this is my all time. I just love the Miller American flag car. I hate this specific one though, because it won the 600. Allen sucks, but it just looks. I just love it. It's super simple. It's what we all want. Just American flag, beer. It's just what we do.
I hate that one too because of who. I hate that because who finished second and then ended up getting DQ'd.
Joe, I'm so glad you put the Starkey scheme. That was like the third scheme this week of mine, but I didn't want to do it because mine that I like the most is better. But
all right, and DA, here is your scheme this week.
Yes, I did. I chose this one. It's a body armor Ford Mustang of Ryan Blaney. I like the number, how it just fits in with the blue, the black outline, and just American flag. Simple concept, but you can't go wrong. It's gonna look good while you're drinking a PBR. Just saying thank you to the troops, man. It's awesome. And of course, old classic here, 2003 Coke 600, where legend was born. Jimmy Johnson of the Power of the Pride, Lowe's car. I mean, come on. I've never heard anyone in America hate this car or the scheme. It's just absolutely beautiful and wonderful.
I've heard no one hate this car either. The Gen 4 car. Sorry, go ahead.
I agree for sure.
No, who is this?
I wonder who put this one. Hey man, hey, we're remixing a classic. The regular Hendrick cars already looks 10 out of 10, glaze on every week. But this I love when they go navy blue on the Hendrick cars. To me, it just pops. It feels more Kyle Larson like from like back when he was Chip Ganassi. Nothing crazy about it. It's just smooth, red, white, and blue. Looks good. Same with DA, man. Never heard anybody hate this car. This is a classic. One of the best Coke 600 schemes I've ever seen. And obviously, it's the GOAT, Jimmy Johnson, 7-time champ, greatest of all time.
You copied my homework and then changed the answer a tiny bit. That's what this was.
Just wait, it gets better.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's lovely. I wonder who chose this
I
one.
wonder who this one is.
I think I'm
Listen,
biased.
in my defense, all right, like there's a lot of cars that are really good for this weekend. I truthfully, I do love the scheme for Chase this weekend. I like how Napa was cool with kind of just playing along with the scheme idea. I think it's always great when the sponsors are willing to kind of bend a little bit to make a scheme work. And I mean, just the American flag running down the side. It's a sight to see. I love it.
I also like the way the Prime Coke is kind of in the flag. Do you notice that?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
That's kind of cool. But there you go.
I knew it.
And
I knew it was gonna be Jeff Gordon.
I mean, dude, this 2010 Coke 600 scheme, it's just sexy. Like it really is. It does something to my body. All right.
I don't want
I
to.
mean,
I guess.
the way they incorporated the American flag into the flame scheme, I
Yeah,
mean, to
that's
me,
fine.
that's chef's kiss. Chef's kiss, top-notch work. It did suck. He finished sixth in this scheme, but it looked good on track. It would have looked better in victory lane, but it looked really good on track.
Makes you feel like the Cheetah Print song, huh?
Oh no.
Stop.
Hey, you're late.
We got Justin Allgaier. I always love the Hellman's patriotic schemes and the combination that they do with the other sponsors as well. I would say this is honestly probably his best patriotic scheme he's ever ran. I love the stars going around the whole race car. It just looks like an American flag and it looks very sick. We love it.
Still okay.
So as DJ said, 7-time champion, greatest of all time, very much agreed. And the scheme is just the greatest patriotic scheme of all time, in my opinion. I feel like there's nothing that can beat it. I think of a patriotic scheme, this is the first one that comes to mind, honestly. Very iconic. Obviously, he won in it, so it's going to be more iconic. And I love the neon number. I actually just noticed the neon Jimmy Johnson above the door too. That's actually pretty nice as well. Um, but yeah, this scheme is just lovely, and like you just said with navy blue, I don't know what Hendrick does, but when they put navy blue on the car, it's sexy.
So you also covered my homework and changed the answer.
Oh my
truthfully,
goodness!
Oh,
no,
wonder
no,
who this
Oh
is.
my god! You just said
truthfully,
it.
was not my first choice. I know how y'all think.
Why is there two wheels? I'm like, where's the? Sorry, guys.
Yeah, dude, you got to
Sure.
submit a paint scheme, bro.
Yeah.
Not just tires.
Well, let me know when Kyle Larson wins again.
Oof! What the heck?
All right, truthfully, this was not my first choice. I don't mind it. It's probably the second best they've done on the next gen. But truthfully, the 9 to 12 are my first two. I know how y'all think, so that's why I went with this one. But I was looking back at some junior schemes, kind of give some vibes back to that. And Cody, I don't know where he went, but give some vibes back to Jimmy in 2019. So I don't mind it.
I like the dog tags. I think that's
dog
sick.
They do the
Yeah.
dog tags every year, which I love.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, are those bullets on the side? Or is that
Wait.
just the way the window is? That's just the way the window is from like looking from the top. I thought that was like bullets, like with like it being camo and it being military. Okay, but tell me you see what I'm seeing.
No,
All right,
no, I definitely
I
do.
see what you're
I
talking about
definitely
now.
do. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh
I
wait, that
thought
does.
that was kind of sick. I was like, whoa, that's pretty cool. But that's just the window.
Yeah.
At first, I thought you were talking about the exhaust pipe. I was going to say no.
I thought he was talking about on the hood. To be honest.
Oh yeah, this thing right there.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh y'all, did y'all see that? Could y'all even see what I just did?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if y'all could see the mouse or not. And then here is.
Yeah, we're gonna go back to 2010. This is just beautiful.
It's just beautiful.
Just
There's
beautiful.
It's just
I mean, really,
beautiful.
I ain't gonna lie, it's
It is
a
done.
great scheme. All patriotic schemes. By the way, MRN's picture.
Shout out MRN.
Yeah,
If,
sure, never mind, man.
but
Not
we can
sponsored.
stop sharing. All patriotic
Sponsor us.
schemes is awesome. It's a great thing, especially because in Memorial Weekend, as we preview to the week, we just want to think about all the families of the fallen soldiers. It's a big weekend, not only just for racing, but for America as well. Now it's time to get to news. Cody, you want to start us off here?
Yeah, the first news I got is I can't think of the word. They're suing a sponsor for whatever reason. Do not know anything about it, but that's unfortunate for the sponsor and that they have to go through that. Um, AM Racing shut down, which is very unfortunate. I thought they were always like a cool team. Just to watch you somewhat be decent sometimes, and then like last season with Harrison Burton, he was super good in that equipment. But very unfortunate for them to shut down, and all the drivers that race for them probably pretty sad that they did shut down because I'm sure the company and the workers there were really good people. RCR got honored with the Bernsey Award, I think is what it's called, um, for whatever reason. I don't know, but that's what he got on. That's what he got honored with. That's all I know.
I feel like I learned absolutely nothing from the
You're
news
welcome.
this week.
The other only news I want to just talk about silly season before we move on to ratings. Jordan Bianchi from The Athletic put out a good article just saying who's going where, who are some noises that he's hearing in the garage. Spire pretty sounds like it's content with the 7 and the 71. It looks like they want to keep Suarez and McDowell. Looks like Kyle Busch is probably going to end up staying with RCR just based off of his article there. Obviously, Brian Blaney got his extension, so the 12 is staying, the 22 staying, the 2 staying. There is a big question on the 48, though. There was huge news about Corey Day last week, but with this article, it sounded like Zillage was a huge number, or a huge name that's going around just based off of what he's been hearing and how Hendrick could actually buy out the contract to put him into the 48. That's just huge. So, do you have a question about the 48, or can I ask something?
You can ask something. I don't have anything on the
Okay.
48.
Okay, so I want to ask. Obviously, we've heard Day, Bowman, another year, or Zillage. That's kind of that's the 3, right? So, we can go in order of how we normally do it. So DA, DJ, Hunter, Cody, DCD. Who do you see driving the 48 next year? And I'll answer the question first. I actually think it's going to be Alex Bowman. I think he gets one more year. Just based off of, I just don't see him wanting to retire without him saying he wants to retire, and he hasn't said it yet. It's like a third of the way through the season. So I think that he gets one more year.
Man, it's a really tough thing to say because I could see both things happening. But I think since someone's been in the car this long, I think he'll just get another year to prove it. Like I wanted to say Zillage, but I feel like Trackhouse is going to do what they can do to lock him down. So I think Bone's going to stay another year in the car.
Realistically, I think Bowman stays in that car for another year. Like we see it in other sports all the time, a 1 year prove it deal. And I think that's what he is going to get. But also, do you really want to let Zilich, have another year with Trackhouse and then actually show how good he is? And then now that price tag's going up, so I could see it go either way. But I definitely do think that Alex Bowman will be in the 48 for another year.
Yeah,
I
I
think
mean, I'm definitely leaning uh that it is Alex Bowman, but I think these next few weeks are going to be huge. If we don't see Alex Bowman running up front, contending for top tens, contending for top fives, realistically, and Zilich, I mean, that was the first time on an oval where he looked good this weekend. I mean, the only way I could see it being Zilich is if like Trackhouse agrees to have his contract bought out and then also takes on Bowman, like kind of just like, I mean, it'll almost be like a trade. And put Bowman over in the Trackhouse equipment, back into the 88, just like his first couple seasons at HMS. I think Corey Day's a long shot. I know he looked really good Saturday, and I'm not taking anything away from him, but I also don't think he's anywhere near ready to be in the Cup Series. I mean, we saw what Connor Zilic did last season in at the time the Xfinity Series, and we're seeing. I mean, you don't just jump in these Cup cars and compete. It's a whole different ball game. So Corey Day is definitely my long shot. I'm leaning Alex Bowman, but these next few weeks are going to be huge.
um, well, seemed like a lot of people wanted to go with Bowman. So why not be different? Um, I think the amount I said it in the chat earlier a little bit, but the amount of money that Rick can give to Trackhouse for their performance, and to even, for example, Hunter put a trade, Zillich takes uh, goes into the 48, Bowman goes back to the 88 at Trackhouse. I think that could be a good thing for Bowman, honestly. With the team that he would be, I feel like when you put him in a lineup with Byron, Larson, and Chase, he's not what he should be looked at as. But if you put him in a lineup with Chastain and SVG, he's gonna pretty much almost outperform them week in, week out, and he's gonna look better. So for his resume, I think that would be a good thing for him. I think Zillage would be a good fit in the 48. I seen a photo of like someone putting the 48 on the Red Bull car. That looked mad weird. But I'm sure Zillage obviously has sponsors, obviously. So I feel like that can be a leeway too, as in keeping or taking away, going to Hendrick. But I don't know. I feel like it's just
Is that a
Done
dog?
talking or what? What did
That was
dog
a
Oh,
do?
dog.
What?
Ellie's here.
Ellie.
Oh my gosh, the puppers is here. All right. So who did you say? I don't even.
I think this Zillage.
Okay, cool. All right. I was like, I don't remember. DCD.
All right, as the Bowman fan, I think he gets one more year. I don't think Zilich has proved enough in this car on the ovals. That was his first top 10 in a non-points paying race. We need to see some more out of him. I think if Bowman gets his prove it deal, if he doesn't succeed in that, or he calls it quits after that, I think it's Zilich. I think there's enough money there to put him in the car, and I think
Ooh.
Corey Day needs a little bit more time down low.
I just thought of something though. If Zilich goes to the 48, like what does that mean for Corey Day's career? Because there's no HMS seat opening up for a while.
I don't know, that 5 car looks kind of washed.
I mean, you could. I think if Hendrick, instead of buying Zillage out, he may just say, "Hey, how about you have an alliance that's strong, like Spire, right? Like he can make a deal not only just based off of just, hey, just give me the driver, but like hey, you can also have Corey Day plus my alliance, right? Like, so there could be more things that he can give out that I think that people are not.
Well, honestly, if the 48, let's say the 48 opens up this offseason, that throws the whole thing in a loop to where
Yeah.
multiple people cars are open. So
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, fun little segment there. Give us the ratings, and then we'll move on to hunters in the draft questions.
all right, ratings for the Glen. Truck had 329,000. O'Reilly had 1.18, which is a little down, not that much to be honest, but it's hit the 1 million mark every week. And Cup had 1.98 million viewers.
I'm livid. I can't believe we're at 1.8 or 1.9 this early in the season. That's just.
It's okay. Gotta go back up. We got Prime.
But I don't know if it goes up. Like I mean, maybe the Coke 600, but the rest of the 4 races probably not. I'm just excited to get a different.
San Diego will probably be a heavily watched race.
You think? I'm curious about that. I think it's going to be heavily attended, but I don't know. Watch and man, a lot of celebrities are going to be there. I know for a fact.
I mean, but it's Sunday. 4th of July is on a Friday, right? So it's isn't it like July 6th or something?
I don't know.
It's something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, people are going to be celebrating Friday and Saturday. They'll be in their house Sunday, recovering. Turn on the race.
By the way, Kylie in the chat said hi, Ellie girl. So we already got fans. So
Make
Making fans.
But Hunter, go ahead and do your questions. Obviously, the order goes DA, DJ, Cody, DCD, myself, and then yourself.
All right. First question. We kind of all agreed that Dover was not the move for the All-Star race. So, what is your ideal track for the All-Star race? It does not have to be a NASCAR sanctioned track.
Ooh.
Phew. Interesting. The safe pick for me would be I go back to Charlotte, of course, or I would do like some like little like short track type of deal. I don't have exact like track, but something like grassroots ish, like going back to like where you came from type of deal.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I've yelled it out all year, especially last week. I wanted it to go back to Charlotte, but if I could pick anywhere else, go put them cup cars on Eldora. That's what I want to see.
We saw it on the dirt. It was not great.
That was
Okay.
Bristol dirt. Bring it
Kyle
back to
Busch won.
Eldora.
I mean, yeah, I feel like the safe option is Charlotte. But I mean, if we want to throw like a curveball, I do want to throw a curveball. I mean, we want to look at something. I mean, like we've seen it at Texas, that sucked as well. But I would say, maybe just do like a next like also race somewhere. I guess like DA said, not like back where you came from, but more of like a known racetrack, maybe like something like Berlin or something like that. That'd be pretty cool.
No, let's stick with the Charlotte, but let's change it up a little bit. Let's go IMSA style. Put all the series out there.
That's a recipe for disaster.
That sounds fun. And do
We
it
get
at night,
training.
like with all the lights. That'd be so much
And
fun.
they're doing it at night.
At night.
And guess what? If you want to have one, guess what? If you want to have one series, run the Roval while the rest are on the oval.
Hey,
You just designate them
That
to turn
sounds
left.
that sounds
That
like
sounds
a death
so confusing.
sentence. That's
So
what that
dangerous.
sounds
wait
too.
until
Like,
somebody
you break
peels on the
the
track
turn.
from the Roval.
Yeah, it's dangerous in turn one at Roval. While someone's doing like
Watch out, Ryan
180
Priest.
behind you while you're breaking down
Watch
the
out,
turn.
Ryan Priest.
Ryan Priest is going out of the track. He is going to hit the big LED sign. Is what's
That might
going
be a
to
sport hinder.
He's gonna ramp up like Ross did Kyle Busch in Texas, but he's going over the grandstands.
I had an idea. I've seen a lot of people in iRacing do it, like 100 laps in the trucks, 100 laps in the O'Reilly cars, and 100 laps in the Cup cars. Let's see who's the best across all three. Let's do that.
That'd be cool. So obviously, what I think they should do is go back to Charlotte. It's just the traditional thing, and also the Cup cars are really good on the mile and a halfs. So that's why I think they would be the best show. But I think that we should just go to the Rock. And the reason why I say that it's in North Carolina, it's right with the Coke 600, and you want to have the Cup cars back eventually. Why not try it at the All Star race where you can still use the bumper a little bit, racing for $1 million. I know Clint Boyer said have have the Clash of Daytona and then move Bowman Gray to the All Star race. I just think the Bowman Gray doesn't put on a show as well, just because of it's only one lane and you just kind of just shove the guy out of the way. It doesn't really do anything. But my opinion is Charlotte. But if you want to go fun, let's go to the Rock.
I'm really upset. I didn't think anybody would pick The Rock because that's exactly where I was
Oh,
going.
dude, that's awesome.
That's exactly where I was going. Kind of something like we saw with North Wilkesboro. It gets like a little trial with the All Star race, maybe turns into a points race. But I'm gonna kind of go a different route. I listened to Denny today. The Nashville Fairgrounds. That could be that could be fun. That could be fun.
Dude, any track that just puts on a show that I want to see someone kind of move someone for $1 million, right? Like you can't do that at Dover. You move in at someone at Dover, the monster is gonna eat them. Like actually, but but like at somewhere like that, you can move somebody, and that's what I want to see. I want someone to actually drive their butt off to just kind of to win $1 million. Like, I feel like we just don't have that no more.
They had like a South Boston where they do like the snowball derby and all that. Like all the
Yeah, but
grass.
the issue with South Boston, if I'm not mistaken, doesn't have a wall on the backstretch.
I mean, we used to race.
Ryan
minor
Priest, dude.
inconvenience.
He's got
Did we not
Honestly-
take Ryan Priest to a track like that?
or speaking of Ryan Priest, like New Samara or however you say it.
Smyrna.
Smyrna.
Yeah, Smyrna. We can
Put
go
him on
there.
Slinger. Put him on Slinger.
Oh, good God.
That would
Is
be
that the one with
that
like
would
the
be
high banks?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yes.
dude. That'd be. They wouldn't make it a lap. They couldn't even do Dover.
Imagine Larson on the outside making a run.
He
Jeez.
smack the wall off it too.
Quick
All
question.
right. Oh.
Before you go, do you think that someone could pull the Ross Chastain move in an All Star race?
They wouldn't let him.
No.
I
mean, I
think
get
just
where you're
because
trying.
no,
I would try
just because they made the rule for safety, I don't think they would allow it. It wasn't because it was an advantage. They made it for safety, whether it's the drivers or the fans. I think that's the only reason they would disallow it. If they thought of it was like because it was a racing advantage, which I mean it obviously was. If that was the reason they banned it, then they might let you get away with it for an
Yeah.
all-star race. But I think because it's a safety rule, they would enforce it.
Dude, if I'm in second, I'm trying something.
Okay, so that's a ride. What if we see a wall pop? Like Carl Edwards tried back
Well,
in the day.
technically, the rule is you just can't stay in the throttle while in the wall. Like you can hit.
Just
I
let
mean,
off
you
as you
could
hit
let
the
off
wall.
the gas while you hit the wall, bounce off of it, and go. All
Damn it,
right.
Carl,
Second,
All I'm saying is I would try it.
second question. We all kind of agreed that the format didn't work the way they wanted it to. So, what's your ideal format for an all-star race?
I think it's quite simple. I mean, you have your qualifying to where, let them go crazy on pit lane like we usually do. You have like the little open thing where a select few drivers make it with the fan vote. Then you just have the top 25 drivers just go out there and race for $1 million, and you can flip the segments and stuff like that still, but it should be pretty cool. I think it's just pretty simple. Just do something like that. Not too complicated.
Yeah. I'm gonna break it all down. So starting with qualifying, I hate how qualifying is. Like Da just said, we could go back to speeding down pit road, but I want to go back to how they really used to do it. I see y'all looking crazy. I want qualifying set off of strictly the pit crews like they used to do, where everybody had to do their test and push the car across the finish line. That's where I want to go back to. for qualifying, and then go back to old reliable for the all-star format. Just everybody who's won, and then past champions and all-star winners locked in, and have the open.
Some people just shouldn't be allowed to have opinions, and you're one of them.
I hate the way the all-star qualifying is. I hate it.
That's insane.
Cody, go.
Uh,
Just go.
I would say like the usual one. I feel like would be nice to have is just the regular format they used to have is the fast down pit road, open races to like few get in. But honestly, something I would like to see is you have the winners, uh, the truck champions, the truck and O'Reilly champions from the previous year, and the winners from the current year, not the previous year, because I feel like that would kind of lead in like a Talladega win, and I feel like having someone like a who knows who could win that, but like more of like a talent level All Star race because you want to see All Stars go out and just battle like crazy. So I feel like I wouldn't want to say a couple. I mean, put him all in an O'Reilly card and just let him eat.
Of course, you talk about eating.
The
That's
only
crazy.
issue I have with that one is you're saying you don't want like a Talladega winner, but we've been to Daytona, Atlanta, and Talladega this season already. So that's 3 winners from this season that could have just been random. I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
talented people won those races, but
yeah. I mean, it's kind of a way like you feel like how you want it, but I mean, I feel like I guess it won't really matter if it's the Talladega winner or like that. I mean, it's cool to have like someone like that into the All Star race. I feel like that'd be pretty cool. I mean, we wouldn't have had Ospar in it without it. So I mean, that kind of makes sense.
Well, I mean, DA kind of stated everything. Let's go with the hypothetical. You know what? Put the owners and executives in the cars for qualifying, and then the drivers got to drive them.
I don't know if
And we'll
Richard
just
be
see
okay.
Richard Childress go head on into the
Yeah,
wall.
Richard would not be all right.
He's
for a
racing
big
the
race.
freedom. He's racing the Freedom Factory race.
Rick
Mr.
Hendrick
H
can't
is
fit in a
breaking a
car.
hip. He's breaking a hip trying to get through the window.
He can't even get his leg that high.
Dude, Roger would be cooked.
Dude, Mr. H couldn't even kiss the bricks 2 years ago. Like,
Oh man.
we're not putting that man in a race car.
That's why I said
Put Jeff
executives
Gordon.
too.
Put
Jeff's
Gordon.
there, unfortunately, as much as I hate him.
Put him in the Brett Keselowski commercial car. Then it would be okay.
Dude,
Oh, they had a convertible. Maybe that would work.
I feel so bad even bringing that up because like the HMS fan that I am, like it almost brought me to tears seeing Mr. Hendrick struggle to get down to kiss the bricks because of the fact that he's getting as old as he is. But yeah, dude, there's just no chance. I'm not even letting him drive like a normal car at this point in his life.
Jeez.
I've actually thought about my whole format. So it does start with qualifying. I do want to change something in qualifying. So I really like the way the Indy 500 does 4 laps. I kind of hate the fact that we kind of just do a half a lap coming out of pit road. I would like them to complete 3 laps. So like they just do one full lap, they come down pit road, get up to speed, do another lap on another set of fresh tires, and that'll be your total time. I think that would be pretty cool. So not just kind of just go out and then because you can't really gain anything like to the other lap or competitors. Like wherever you come out when you pit, that's kind of where you're gonna qualify. So I would like to have just some sort of, hey, you gotta go 3 more tenths or whatever. Just kind of see a little bit more excitement, but not saying that it should change. It should just add a lap.
I have an idea.
And then I would say have the open like normal. Only 2 drivers get in, not 3, and then the All Star fan vote is fine, but just have winners. And then I actually like what Cody said. The O'Reilly champion and truck champion from last year. It would be really cool. That would be awesome. Just kind of just let them go, but not the winners of those series, just the champion. And then yeah. The format is kind of. I just don't want them to have a random caution at lap 75 and ruin the long green flag run that we were having. That would be nice. So but also I kind of want to sprint at the end, like that 10 lap dash that we used to do. That was fun, but that was also a
Drop
little
the
too
flunk
short.
leg.
But yeah, that's mine. Go ahead.
All right. So mine, I'm not changing a thing about qualifying. I love qualifying. DJ, get help.
I'm about to explain it.
I would
What I meant.
say that I did like in Charlotte when they were flying down pit road. I understand why they changed that.
Yeah,
We saw a
course.
couple people slide through a box,
Kids game.
and the pit crew was about to come out. So I understand why they changed that. I'm okay with that. I don't really want to watch anybody die on live television. It's not really my cup of tea. The open needs to be the open. It needs to be for open cars. Keep the fan vote. I like that. Especially when the drivers actually campaign for it, like Noah did last season. Like I thought that was pretty funny. I like that. My all-star race format. All right. We're just gonna say that we're back at Charlotte. All right. It's gonna be a 200 lap race, which does seem like a lot, but it's 4 25 lap segments and then 100 lap segment to end the race. But if you win a segment, you start in the front, just like the old times. If you win segment one, you start first, segment two, second, so on. In the last segment, it's 100 laps. You can only pit for one set of tires. So you can come split it in half at lap 50 and, come out ahead of everybody else. But if somebody stays out and a caution comes out at lap 70 or something like that, or lap 65 or something like that, I don't know how long the fuel run is in Charlotte. I'm not going to lie. But if somebody stays out and a caution comes out, they can come down pit road, get some freshies, and you have to stay out on the older tires. So it's kind of just like a gambling game, man. Like add the crew chief really into it, make it a strategy thing. Like, what do you want to do? I mean, you watch practice, see how much the tires fall off. You see if the tires are cordon or anything after a certain amount of laps. Do you want to pit? Do you want to stay out? Do you want to be the one that accidentally stays out too long and blows a tire and ends your night? You never know. But that's my ideal all-star race. I also think, like you said, when we had like that 75 lap run to start the last segment, just seeing like the tire fall off, like that was good. The competition caution ruined that. It ruined it.
It honestly ruined the All Star race. The rest of the race was bud. All right, you got one more?
I do have one more. All right. The Coke 600. A maximum of 85 points. Well, technically 86 if you get the fastest lap too. If you were to win all four stages, it's 86 points. Do you think that the Coke 600 should be worth more points than any other race throughout the season? And my follow-up question to that, would the race be better if it was 3 stages and it was 100, 100, and 200 laps? So stage 3 was 200 laps. You could really see some different strategy on that because with it being 100 lap segments, they're going to come down anywhere between lap 45 and lap 50. That's what you're going to see. But a 200 lap segment, I mean, you saw some decent tire fall off last year there. Could you see somebody try to 2 stop it or 3 stop it?
Man, that would be awesome. I think 3 stages would be sick. It really would. Now, considering your point for having it be worth more points, I can see like a reason why you do that because it's one of the biggest races on the schedule. But Daytona doesn't do that, so like, might as well just not. Might as well just keep it the same, in my opinion.
With stages, yeah, I kind of agree. I would like to see that. It would be a really long last stage, but I would totally be down to watch it because of how good Charlotte races. The point situation. I mean, I feel like the Coke 600 is the biggest race in NASCAR now. I feel like Daytona 500 has lost its hype a little bit. It has. It has. I mean, the Brickyard, it's still there. It's kind of making its way back up from making its return, but I feel like the Coke 600 is the most prestigious race right now at this point in time. I mean, I feel like it already gets extra points, so no, not really.
Another example of
think
people who should not be allowed to have opinions.
Has the Daytona 500 not lost hype in the last
Shut,
couple of years?
we'll talk after the. I don't have it in me to argue with you right now.
I do like the idea of it having more points than any race because of the fourth stage. But I also would enjoy the third stage being 200 laps as well. Um, I do Yeah, I do agree with not DJ that Daytona 500 has lost hype, but they don't give extra points for the 500, right? So like, even though the Coke 600 might be the most prestigious race right now in the moment, but why change it for just that race? And even though the Daytona 500 is as special as it is, um, so I mean, if they want to give more points for the 600, with it being a third stage, um, I think would be okay. But as long as they would change Daytona to have more points than anything else as well. So I feel like Daytona, the 500 and the 600 would have to have more points given out for the winner and the points in general for everyone else, in my opinion.
I mean, if we're gonna do extra points for crown jewel races, why not just do all of them? Give them that feeling of a crown jewel race. Why not? And honestly, if we go 3 stages at Charlotte, let's break it up a little. I don't think 200. I'd break it up a little less, but I don't know the right scenario to break it up into. I'd have to do the research for it, but I wouldn't mind it.
I like the points all crown jewel races. I like that. Actually, that's cool.
Can't believe that
Uh,
dumb boy just came up with a really good idea. Like
Dude,
Yeah.
that's literally what I was about to say. So I think that all crown jewel races, so the Daytona 500, the Coke 600, the Brickyard 400, and the Southern 500. So 4 races. One's obvious it needs to stay in the chase, which is the Southern 500. Okay, and so my point to that is I think it should stay to 3 stages like every other race, but the stages get double the points. So like instead of 10 points, you get 20 points for the stages and not the last stage. The last stage should be awarded the same. Um, and I think it's in the fuel range. I actually think it should be 75-75. And then the last, so it's 150, so it's a 250 lap last segment, last stage, in the Coke 600. Because I feel like it's an endurance race. The whole point of it is to be an endurance race. Um, so that's my opinion. Go ahead, Hunter.
yes. All right. A lot to untangle after some of the things that were said. First off, Daytona, still the most prestigious race in NASCAR. It's literally called the Super Bowl of NASCAR for a reason. Um, they hand out a pretty big trophy. Your car goes in a museum. Your car doesn't go in a museum for winning the 600. All right. Second off, not any single race should have more points than the rest of the races. If you're going to do it, I agree with Dunboy and Dylan. Crown jewels, if we want to make them feel special again, then do the double points or just award more points. Whatever you need to do to make crown jewels feel special. Me personally, I like the 100, 200. That's kind of why I like said it. It wasn't even really part of my question. It was just kind of what came to my head because I want the last part of the race to feel like an endurance race. Like that's what made the Coke 600 so special growing up was watching those super long green flag runs and just I mean, at the end of the race, those guys are wore out, like absolutely gassed. And it's a night race. It's not as hot as it is for these other races throughout like the summer where they're dealing with like 120, 130-degree in-car temps. Like it's still getting pretty toasty in there. It's Charlotte in the end of May. Like it's hot, but it's nighttime. It's cooled down, and these guys are gassed. I want to see endurance back in it. I want to see pit strategy back in it. I think a 200 lap last stage would really just, I mean, make these guys have to work, make the crew chiefs work, make the engineers work. Pit stops would matter. Everything would be super, super important. So I want to cut the 600 to 3 stages, but I do like the double stage points for the crown jewels. Also, I mean, it also adds an incentive at Daytona. A lot of these guys ride around in the back. If you can get 20 points for winning a stage, bro, you're running up front, and I'll be 100% honest. I think that could also be something that would help with fuel saving. I mean, you want to be at the front. You
Yep.
want to be at the front. You know it's hard to pass when everybody starts pushing. I mean, that's chef's kiss right there.
Yeah, give me COO, dude. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, brains just work. I just love this sport. Sorry, go ahead.
What did Kevin Harvick call his thing? He said that he was starting some committee.
Dude, I don't know.
remember what
I don't
Harvick's
even
happy
know
hour.
what you're.
He talks about like his ideas and how like he's going to start his own committee in NASCAR and call it something. I forget what it's called though.
Dude, I just want to be on it. I feel like I every NASCAR podcast, fan podcast that is going out right now. Someone should be involved because they know about the sport. They talk about the sport in some type of committee. I think obviously we're not big by any means, but I just think someone from each podcast of the sport that presents it would be a nice little voice hanging up. But yeah, was that your last question? I can't remember.
It was.
Awesome. Great questions there. They were fun. A lot of good opinions as well. A lot of different opinions, and I loved it.
And it's one very bad opinion.
2, actually.
Yeah, 2.
All right, it is time to have a good time. Actually, it's going to be a really great time for DA right here.
Oh,
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Dylan.
Welcome back.
It's a sexy scheme.
they
Oh,
found
there
him.
you go.
New
Perfect.
points leader.
On the top of the mountain.
Can y'all see it well?
On top of the mountain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, looks good. I love the patriotic design.
Love the fireworks. Love the patriotism in it.
So the
That's
reason
great.
why I say that is because it's like chopped off on my screen. But DA is obviously the top with 65 points. Hunter dropped down to second, for -2, tied with DCD, and Cody. DJ is still 3
Three-way
back.
tie again. God damn it.
Oh wait, I just realized I didn't adjust. Oh shoot, Sherry.
What, 1, 2, and 3?
Yeah, you didn't adjust
I
our
did.
points.
I didn't adjust the points
We're
below
not
it.
tied.
Yeah, I just realized that. Hunter's in second,
Hunter,
-2. DCD and Cody's -5. DJ's -8, and then I'm -10, and then Damon is minus. Actually, is minus still 18, like from the original thing, because he won. So I'm sorry. I will actually get this off the screen because this is not right. But so I am so sorry. I realized that I didn't move everybody else. Cody, who tell us about the truck race?
yeah, we have gonna be on Friday, May 22nd, at 7:30, the North Carolina Education Lottery 200. The percentage chances of rain is like 60%, I think it was. So that's huge. That's not a good thing for the weekend at all, especially even though it is turf. But we seen what happened with Chris Buescher that one year.
Did you say like the laps and stuff? Did you say that?
No, I did not see that part. I didn't know you had it on there. I can look at it real quick.
Oh, I didn't. I thought you looked up.
You're not
It's
put-
okay. It doesn't matter. So who is going to win the
Okay.
truck race? It's me, actually.
Yeah, I was like, wait.
I gotta look up. Ross Chastain. That's my win pick.
DA's in shambles.
Yeah, dude. Tough thing.
Dylan.
Dang. I still I still got the Xfinity series. Wait a minute. All right.
Well,
Dylan.
we're gonna take Kyle Busch to win back-to-back weeks.
Dang it, man! I knew lightning couldn't strike
He's
twice.
gonna win in that beautiful number 7 Hendrick Cars truck.
Cars truck. Yeah. Yep. There it is.
Yeah, a Hendrick Cars truck. That's
I know
what
it's
it
so
is.
weird to see it on a truck, though. In a car, but you're in a truck. Okay.
Well, Dylan ruined my whole thing by picking Chastain. Yeah. I guess we'll just go with Why not? 2026 O'Reilly champion, Brandon Jones.
Oh, okay.
Who is it? It's my turn, right? Okay. I don't think anyone said him. I'm gonna take Chandler Smith.
Step bro.
It's me now, right?
Think so, yeah.
All right. You might have heard this beautiful voice a couple weeks ago calling in on DVC talking crap about the spotter for Geo, but I think they get it done this week. I thought they showed a lot of speed at Texas, another mile and a half, similar characteristics. I think Geo gets it done.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah, I like that pick.
Shout out Freddie Kraft. I know I talked crap, but I love you, man.
Yeah. Who do I want to go with? I always want to be safe, so I'm just going to head and take the 34 of Lane Riggs.
No honeycut this week.
Damn.
Mm.
He's
gonna
gonna win.
win.
He's going to win now, probably, because DJ didn't pick him.
DCD, tell us about
Alright,
the
so-
O'Reilly.
O'Reilly race Saturday, May 23rd. Charbroil 300, 200 laps, 300 miles on the CW at 4 p.m. Eastern.
Who is going to win? And my pick is Carter Zillage.
God, I knew it. I shouldn't even wrote it down. Okay, so I truly feel like Rajah Caruth might be a surprise winner this week, but I cannot take myself to pick him this week. I gotta go with the Gator, and Justin, I got blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. We're not even gonna try to attempt that again.
Did you just say you're all gayer? Is that what you just said? No, I'm just
That's what I heard.
Justin Allgaier. Jesus.
Well, I was going to take him in truck, so I'll take him in O'Reilly, and then DA also can't get him, so he's
I'm
really
in
cooked.
shambles. I am in shambles.
Yeah,
Podcast meeting.
He doesn't know who to pick.
What is life worth living for anymore?
All right, well, if DJ ain't gonna take him, I'm gonna take him. Rajah Caruth.
Well, I think we get a first-time winner this week,
I wonder who.
and his name is Brent Cruz.
Oh,
Ooh.
you know, I also thought that one too. I was between him and Raja are the people I actually think are gonna win this week.
Right.
But I'm not sleeping on the Gator no more. He slipped off the board too many times and won.
Man, I'm trying to look to see who I want. It's slim pickings
Dude.
around here.
Whoa. There's a lot of talent still there. A lot of talent.
A lot of talent.
I know, I'm just playing.
If you couldn't tell, he's talking about the 99 car.
But it's really funny you just brought that up because I am going to pick the 99 of Parker Redslaw to win this race.
I mean,
I love how he's a bigger pick right now than Jesse Love and Austin Hill. Like I actually feel like he's like a better for your value.
What a time to be alive.
What a time
I'm
to
saying.
be alive.
Such a great day.
No
for
pick Corey.
SFL again.
Alrighty. On Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Coca-Cola 600, 400 laps, 600 miles on Prime. Finally, thank you. Fox is out of the way.
Aim.
Wait. Can I add something?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Prime is back, baby.
Oh god.
I knew that was coming.
Who is going to suck? I will start it off. I think. God, I think Catherine Legg sucks this week.
Will she even make the
Breaking
rain?
news: Catherine Legg sucks.
Will she even make the rain? Is it about the rain on Sunday? Right? Like the 500?
For both.
Yeah. They'll
Yeah,
race.
both.
They'll race on Monday.
Okay.
I'm still praying on this guy's downfall after Watkins Glen. I pray to God that Tyler Reddick sucks.
Maybe you should stop picking him to suck, and he would actually suck. Have you noticed that you keep picking him and he keeps doing good?
Well, it's gonna work eventually.
One day, he says, one day.
When's the next exhibition race? Well, scary crash on Sunday, and we're gonna go with him. And he might have another scary crash, but Ryan Priest is gonna suck.
Dude, I don't care what anybody says. He had a concussion. If you just like looked at his eyes during that interview, bro was concussed.
He had the Dale Jr. on his.
Okay, buddy.
Yeah, it did look like he didn't know where he was supposed to go from.
All right, well, I'm gonna take Zane Smith, plain and simple.
That's a pretty
mean-
challenge champion right there.
Another guy that kind of took a hard hit this weekend. I think Joey Logano sucks this weekend.
It was a hard hit.
I like that pick because I think his teammate Ryan Blaney is also going to struggle this week.
And that good-looking car that you like.
Yeah, I think so. I don't like what he's struggled the past 2 weeks.
It'll look good in 26th.
Yeah, it look good. It look good in 26.
Actually, it'll look phenomenal in 26.
Yeah.
I mean, and if you really think about it, I mean, if he's going as slow as DA thinks, you'll really be able to look at the paint scheme. Sometimes
Yeah,
when
I'm
they're going
saying.
fast, you can't really see it.
That's what I'm
Fair
saying.
point. Fair point.
Glad we got it arranged. Perfect.
Who is going to have a good run this week? I'm actually going to go on a limb here. He had a great all-star race. Kind of shows what he can do on an oval. Connor Zilic is going to have a good run in the Coke
I don't
600.
like you. Because now I got to go different. I agree with everything Dylan just said. I think he is going to build off of that momentum. But, we're going to go with a guy who had another great run. And Cody is going to enjoy this. Eric Jones to have a good run this week.
That was also going to be my good run pick. And Zillage was also going to be my other one. So I'm glad both of y'all took him because I definitely agree. I think the momentum for them too is going to be really good. But I think DA is going to like a little bit who I'm going to pick. I think hopefully their engine can stay running for that long. To continue, we're going to take Austin Dillon for a good run.
Like it a little bit. I fucking hate Austin Dillon. You want the definition of silver spoon? There the hell is.
All right, before DA
Yeah, we're
goes
not
on a
going to
rant,
argue with him. Sorry.
before DA goes on a rant, let's go to somebody here actually likes and we all love to hate on, but I think he has a bounce back weekend. Kyle Larson has a good run.
Right. Normally, I'd try to just pick somebody different for the good run, but I'm not doing that. For some reason, this dude only has talent at 2 tracks, and it's Richmond and here. Austin Dillon does have a good run. RCR is continuing to show up with speed the last few weeks. Austin Dillon is going to have a top 10 finish this week.
Yeah, I think RCR's been great. I'm cautiously optimistic. I like what I've seen these past few weeks. Give me my goat, my king Cal Book to have a good run.
Nice. That is phenomenal. I want to point out 2 guys that didn't get noticed. Corey Hahn and Riley Herbst, I think, will have a good race. Riley Herbst was really
Whoa.
strong.
Hey, let's be careful throwing out names before we pick winners here.
I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, man,
careful
that might be
throwing
my
out
pick, man.
names.
But
Exactly, dude.
I just feel like it could be a really strong day for people that could use it. But who is going to win the Coca-Cola 600? Oh man, my pick. I have 2 of them.
I mean, it's wide open.
I know, dude. Do I save this one that I'm thinking about, or do I?
I just hope you don't pick what I want.
You know what? Chase Briscoe. I
Thank
have the
God.
free bird hat on. Chase Briscoe wins the Coke 600. How about you?
All right, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a long year. I have said it over and over. Kyle Larson is winning the Coca-Cola 600 and
Nice.
shutting up the haters.
And then you
Can't
woke
wait
up.
for him to wreck in stage 2.
Bro, I will kill myself.
He's gonna wreck
Game.
coming down
Can't
pit
say
road.
that.
He's gonna wreck coming down pit road for the salute.
Your driver's gonna get out the car for the salute.
You might have to vertigo in the middle of the race. Who knows? Dylan, I hate that you ruined my whole weekend by taking Chastain and trucks because I was going to go Chastain all 3 because he's doing the triple, and I feel like that'd be very impressive if he won all 3 races. And by the way, 1 more mile than the double, way more impressive. Just to let you know.
He
So
should
I'm
do
gonna
the
go Chastain.
quadruple.
Awesome.
Oh well. So you're going Chastain, Cody? That's what you did?
Yep.
All right. Well, I unfortunately cannot pick the guy who is going to win the race. I'm going to pull a Hunter here, and it's going to be a reverse of Atlanta from last year, and Alex Bowman is going to win, but I'm picking Chase Elliott to finish third.
Third.
I
I'm gonna go.
I hope you
Oh,
get
go
10
ahead.
points. I hope he gets 10 points this week.
I hope he does too. I'm actually extremely confident that my pick is going to win this week. Extremely confident. A guy that has had a ton of speed all season, had some really bad luck, wrecked from the lead at Texas, wrecked in the All-Star race. Give me Seabell to get his second Coke 600.
Love that pick.
That's a good pick. What's really tough about this, like we're deep in the season. I don't even remember all the people I've chosen so far, so it's kind of a blur.
I can tell you.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, I got it up.
Okay.
I asked Young Boy for my picks every single week.
Y'all all have the thing. Y'all can literally pull it up. It's updated.
Yeah, it's too much work.
I
Yeah,
don't even know what
yeah, say a name and up.
Well, why
Just
pull
say
it up when we have Stat Boy?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, you have one job.
Yeah, do your job.
Just say a
don't know.
name and I'll tell you if you picked them.
Okay. Oh man, I don't know if I'm confident in this pick or not. Probably not, but like, I want to save a certain name or two later down the line. So this guy, he had an infamous Coke 600 moment a couple years ago where he flipped a couple times. I want to take Christopher Busher, the kid from Prosper, Texas, with a population of 30,000 to win the
That
Coke
is-
600.
That is in the clear.
Perfect.
That would have sucked if you already picked him.
That was terrible.
After that
My
intro.
my other pick though was Carson Osavar.
I was thinking that too.
I
That was also mine.
I thought about it, but I
Man,
just
it's
feel
gonna be
like
Young Money.
I need to gain some points. I gotta go with Chase Briscoe. Thank you for all those questions. It was a really good podcast. We had 51 viewers, our highest viewership in a podcast since we've started this year. It's a
Hell
really
yeah.
awesome job. Didn't have a lot of comments, but at least people, tuned in for sure. Thank you so much for that. DA, do you have the ball with you?
The ball is here. What is on
What
the
is
line?
this for?
What's on the line? Oh,
I
I
don't
got
know.
it. I got this. So, John Boy,
Let me throw something out for you. If you think yours is better, just go with yours.
yes,
If you make this JHN DNF,
I like it. I'm sold.
Wait, what was the
Make
other
it.
option? What was the other option? I want to hear it.
Well, I was gonna say like if I make it, Bowman gets to keep his ride for a year. But
Oh,
I
that's
think
I
that's
like-
happening.
Pray to
like
God you miss.
I like Hunter's idea better though. So if I make it, he did that.
DJ's like just airball.
I
No,
don't
I'm
want to
gonna
see him
try.
in my
You know the
goat's
rules.
car no more.
Okay, well, we'll see how this goes.
come on, DA. I need you here.
I gotta make this right.
Yeah, wait, shit. What if JHN DNFs but takes Chase again? Shit.
Jay, think about it, dude. Jay, no, where's he gonna wreck from?
Well, he's
Well,
not
he
gonna
ain't
be
wrecking
up
from the
front.
lead,
Never
that's for sure.
mind.
Brick.
He's gonna stay out.
Oh,
Oh
man.
no, he's
Man.
finishing.
JHN is safe.
He's alive.
He is Ty
It's
Gibson.
a pretty miss, though.
He is alive. We actually gained just 2 viewers as we spoke right there. It's 53 now.
I hope the
Uh,
Australian guys back
Thanks, guys. I
to
appreciate the
stick to
support.
NASCAR.
Me freaking a shot while the
yeah,
pressure, the lights were on. I appreciate you watching me make an ass of myself.
awesome.
Yeah, stick to
awesome.
NASCAR, bud.
Shut up. Stick to walking, bud. Oh wait.
Oh,
Cody, there's someone in your house.
And that's what you're laughing at.
was it my mom or dad?
Dead.
That's awesome. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching again. We will be here next Monday is what I meant to say. Don't forget to share it with your moms. We love them.
Yes.
So we're big mom guys. So thank you so much.
Yeah.
And
Listen to Cheetah Print by Drake.
Bring back